And of course, we all know and love a good classic chicken pie, but how does a chicken pie with a curry twist sound? Well, this recipe is super easy and oh so tasty. And of course, culinary rising star award winner and resident chef on Afternoon Express, Chef Chumi, joined us in the kitchen to whip up this easy as pie recipe. And we're just gonna show this the entire time. For every segment, we're just gonna have this in the background because girl, we are still smiling. I don't even, do you want to cook?
Girl, I mean, it's only necessary, but if I'm winning a culinary award, we should bring the heat to the kitchen. So culinary curry, you know, why not?
Yeah. Teach us your ways, ma'am.
Awesome stuff. So we're making a curry pie. Like most instances when people make pie, they'd want to use simple ingredients like chicken, which is reasonable, easy to find. I say keep it like that. Keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate things. You've got all these ingredients in your pantry anyway. So all we got here is we've got some chicken, some onions, some garlic, ground garlic, some ginger, chilies, and an array of spices, a whole lot of spices. So whatever spices you've got, you can use them, but try and keep it, because we're doing curry, so we're keeping those very curry-centric spices here. So to start it off, let me fry up our onions over here. You
do know that I am not even taking note of anything, and I'm just smiling, because my heart is so proud. We are all so proud of you, and now you're just working the kitchen. So the onions are going in, obviously.
The onions are going in.
It's just going to start talking to us.
Yes, like we always say on Afternoon Express, when you're making such dishes, you want to build the flavor. So I've started off with the onions. I'm going in with the rest of the flavonoids in there. So we've got flavors and seasonings. This is the flavor part of it, which is the base, and then we've got the seasoning part of it, which goes in a little towards the end. So just...
You know, you are all about the flavor and all about the season. Speaking about it, listen, it's obviously Tech Thursdays here on the show today.
Okay.
And we asked people if they were a spy, what gadget they would want. So we're asking you the exact same question. It doesn't have to be in the culinary or hospitality field, but if you want to go, what gadget would that be?
I've always thought about this, that if I was to be a superhero, what superpower would I want? And it would be the invisibility blanket. I'd want to be invisible because I want to go into spaces where people wouldn't even know I'm there and do stuff. Not bad, naughty stuff.
Okay.
But, you know, like chow people's recipes that they don't want us to know and get the secret ingredients, all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Which chef, like, where would you go? Which chef would you want to go in the kitchen and then be invisible at, like, Gordon Ramsay? No.
You all know I have a huge crush on Mr. Zarnecki. I still to
Do
this day.
you?
My friend, it'll never go away. He's my husband, that one. He must just, you know, fix his life. Let's fix our life, get together, baby. I love you. But going back to the recipe, yes, this is why
back to the recipe.
You go in with our chicken over here, let that saute nicely. So it's on a high heat because in essence what we want to do is we want to char that chicken nicely on the outside, get all these other ingredients in our tomato puree, our crushed tomatoes, and we've got some cream over here, but we're going to put that a little towards the end. So just let that cook down. And whenever you're making such recipes, once you've cooked your chicken down, you don't want to put it into the puff pastry immediately because it's basically going to melt away. So you want to make sure that you cool down this mixture first. Once it's cooled down, pop it into your pan, whichever pan you're going to be dishing up, casserole dish, or if you're going directly into the puff pastry, like I make sure it's nice and cold, then fold it up however you like. I'm actually going to add the cream here and let it reduce.
Perfect.
But you've got some that we've made a little earlier, so this is what we've done. We've cooled it down. It's nice and chilled. You pop in the mixture first into...
Oh, and I'm putting the mixture... Okay, got it.
So we're doing a simple pie where it's topped with the pastry and not necessarily the pastry filled with the
Love that for us. And I love that it's a bit foodie as well, so that when you break open that pie, you're getting all that juices. Because I was wondering, I was like, how are we going to get all of this deliciousness into the pie? But then you can use the pie to scoop it all up.
Exactly, darling. And that's why we're using puff pastry, because it's also got that beautiful buttery layers that you've got in there. So it breaks down that curry flavor and just gives you a nice melt in your mouth, buttery taste. You could also use phyllo pastry if you'd like to, because it adds that nice crunchy flavor on the top. So what I would do, I wouldn't even just layer it. I'd take the phyllo pastry and crumple it and make like a little pattern on top, because we also eat with our eyes, so it has to look pretty.
And that is why she's the rising star, everybody. Of course, you want to get your hands on this, the ingredients list and recipes on expressoshow.com. Am I just doing it like this?
You're doing very well, darling. You're just going to brush it with some egg wash, cut off the edges, goes into the oven to bake. The whole idea is because the filling is already baked, you just want that puff pastry on the top to be nice and golden and crispy. And that should take about 10, 15 minutes, at most maybe 20, but I doubt it would get that high. It also depends on the heat in your oven.
Are you hitting us with a rate card now after this?
Well, I did say this, my friend.
Speak to our agent, easy as spy. Our chicken curry pie is for your convenience, and you can find it on expressoshow.com.